one of our fondest
Yeah.
memories of
Sure.
Dallas.
Hmm.
We'll name him Dallas. What you want to
Oh gosh, how old was Dallas? He was probably
7 or 8?
7 or 8.
Cute
Um,
little kid, adorable,
mhm.
but really had control issues with his emotions.
Yes, he couldn't seem to get them under control. And sometimes he'd sit with us and he'd do half the project and then he'd have a fit and have to be taken away.
We'd probably only been there 3 months,
Hmm.
and we were there for 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
with this particular home.
And we went in one day. I don't even remember what the project was. It was probably something with some glue or paint and lots of paper. And we were getting ready to explain it. But before we could sit down, one of the staff members stopped us and she told us that Dallas was having a really bad day. And those happen. And they actually have this room in the facility that's kind of got padded walls where they can put a child who's just having,
So that he doesn't hurt
so he
himself.
doesn't hurt himself or others. And so Dallas was in that room, and we could hear him screaming, we could hear him crying. It was kind of heart wrenching. And then
It
there's
affected all of us. We were all like, what are we supposed to do? Our heart's going out to this kid, and we need to deal with these children and get them, maybe divert their attention and get them onto some sort of project. But it was all happening quick and at once.
and then I think Dallas could see through the window in this room that Penny and I had arrived and were there for arts as we were every Sunday. And he slowly started to quiet down and he stopped yelling. And then we could hear him saying, "I want to do free arts. I want to do free arts."
I'll be good if I do free arts.
Yeah.
I will calm down. I'm calming down.
And he calmed himself down to the point where the staff were able to bring him out of the room and have him come sit and do art with us. And
If I recall, he was very artistic too.
he was. He was.
He was in another place when he was working on the art project.
He would draw us pictures of his family, but they wouldn't be, a normal, stick figure or people, but they would be things that represented, his mother and his father and his siblings who weren't there with him. And, he would tell us about how sad he was that he wasn't with his family. So to me, that embodies what free arts is, that he was able to calm himself down and come out of that room and then create something to take those emotions that he was experiencing and unable to control and then pour them into his artwork. I mean,
He wanted to do art.
it was such an outlet for him.
Yes.